Con, you have served 5 administrations under 4 governors. Can you talk a little bit about their leadership style? What impressed you about them all?
First of all, they're all extraordinary people. You don't get to be a governor unless you have special qualities and skills. Dean Davis was not a loquacious guy, pretty a man of few words. Mm-hmm. But when something struck him as being wrong or unjust, he dove deep. The stories of him seeing the sewage run down the mountainsides at Killington, just that resulted in Vermont being a pretty environmentally conscious place. Tom Salmon, fast is the word.
Fast.
he had an amazing administration. I mean, that was the administration at the time we closed Windsor Prison, which was a prison that was still functioning when Thomas Jefferson was president. But
when you were Commissioner of Corrections?
No, I was Deputy Commissioner.
Then,
I was
right.
the operations, had operational responsibility. Right. But this was a function of the oil embargo where it had the same kind of rapid deterioration in state revenues. I'd say his strength was he had a remarkable team around him, and he had some very deep values, and he was easy to talk to and easy to work with. I guess Dick Snelling, boy, if anyone knew as much about the innards of government that Dick Snelling did, I'd be surprised. He was relentless in his need to understand the nuts and bolts and how this crazy system worked, and very, very scientific and evidence-based in his approach, and sometimes very hard to work for. But after you work for him, you knew you learned a lot.
But he wasn't a micromanager.
He didn't manage in a micro sense. No, but he wanted to know what was going on, and he was not afraid to call deep into the bureaucracy to talk to people to find out what was going on. But he didn't. He left it up to his people to do the management, but within clear plans, guidelines, clear approaches.
And Howard Dean.
I really enjoyed working for him because he was a guy who took you on faith. I had never met Howard until Dick Snelling died. It was just one of those things. And we shook hands. We worked together for 8 years. The thing about Howard is you could have a hell of a fight with him, a real battle around some particular issue. I mean, a real down and outer, and it didn't matter the next day. It was a fresh slate, and you just kept going. A lot of governors kind of, they don't keep a book, but they keep score.
Sure.
Right?
A lot of people keep score.
A lot of people keep score. Not Howard. And I think that was his physician's training. 50 patients, 50 diagnoses, 50 treatments, get on with the next patient. But we got a lot done. And he had an extraordinary opportunity that he took full advantage of. And that was 3 or 4 or 5 years of amazing bipartisan, because he kept on Dick Snelling's entire Republican cabinet. Right. Of which I was part of.
That's amazing.
It was amazing when you think about it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.